Alan, are you free right now? There's something I want to talk to you about.
Caitlin, I thought you and Grant were on your vacation now. Is everything okay?
Yeah, we are. We're in Charleston right now. I'm sorry, but we saw it.
Huh? Saw what?
Your boyfriend, Seth?
Oh, he told me he was going to Charleston too. I didn't think you'd run into each other though. He said one of his friends is getting married there, so he went for their wedding.
Oh, so you knew.
Huh? It sounds like you're about to tell me you saw him walking around with another woman or something.
Well,
Huh?
Honestly, I did. I'm sorry.
What?
I saw him walking and holding hands with another woman about the same age as us.
What?
I was wondering if I should tell you or not. The way you were talking about him, it sounded like he was going to propose to you soon. I figured I should tell you before it turned into a big deal. If I intruded into your personal life at all, I'm sorry.
No. I'm glad you told me. Thanks. If he's really with another woman, I need to think of what I should do. Now that you mention it, I haven't been able to reach him since yesterday. If he's really off cheating on me, it will make sense as to why I can't get hold of him. I should have known. He seemed like the type of person that would cheat on me. He knew I wouldn't say anything if he went on a trip by himself. He must have used this chance to meet his little girlfriend.
I see. So that's what happened.
Just when I thought he wanted to marry me, he goes and does something like this? What's wrong with him?
You know what? Grant said he has Seth's contact info.
Oh, really?
I just found out a little while ago, but Grant said he sees Seth at work every now and then. He's never talked to him outside of work, but they've exchanged contact info, so Grant has his number in his phone. Grant said if you want, we can try contacting Seth and see what's going on. What do you think?
Well, okay, but just try to get a feel of what's going on. Don't say anything directly about it. Could you do that for me, please?
Okay, you got it. Alan, we got in touch with Seth.
What happened? What'd he say?
Well, I'll tell you what we concluded first. The person that Seth was with, well, he was with his wife.
Huh? His wife?
Yeah, it was his wife. We know that for sure.
But then, wait a minute. So has he been lying to me this whole time? That's terrible! Seth, you're terrible!
Ellen?
Hey, Caitlin, will you help me out with this?
With what?
Well, revenge, of course. We were going to be getting married soon. Things were going so well between us. But in reality, he's married to another woman. How could he do that to me?
About that.
I feel so terrible right now. I have to sue him for mental anguish. That'll make me feel better.
Ellen, just calm down.
Do you really think I can calm down at a time like this?
But I'm not done. I have more to tell you.
There's more?
Please, just hear me out. Wait until I've told you everything.
Okay, tell me.
Well, I don't know any other way to put this, so please don't get angry with me for asking this, but...
Ask what?
Were you and Seth really dating?
Huh?
Grant was chatting with Seth via text message, and I was there with him reading it. When I read what Seth had told Grant, I was like, what? Really? He said that you two went to college together, but he hadn't spoken to you since graduating. He said that you changed jobs and started working at his office. That's why he started talking to you again. Actually, he said he didn't really talk to you as much as just listen to you talk. The more I read, the more it sounded like you two have never done anything other than talk at work a few times.
What are you talking about? Seth and I are dating. We work in the same office. We're in different departments, but we're on the same floor. Our office has an open design, so I can even see him from my desk. We go to work together in the morning, and we both finish work at the same time, so we go home together too. We both get on and off the subway at the same stations. I live only 3 minutes from his house. I realized this after I moved and got an apartment close to his. Honestly, I wanted to live in the same apartment building as him, but there were no empty apartments there, so I had to find another place close to him.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, no matter how you look at it, we're in love with each other. It's obvious. We're not just dating, we're lovers. That's enough evidence to prove I'm right, right?
Well, like I just said, Seth is married. He has a wife.
It's the same thing every time with guys. I shouldn't have been surprised. I got a little upset earlier. But if you think about it, it's always the same with men, isn't it? I'm sure it was just a temporary lapse of judgment on his part. He got seduced by her. But he'll snap out of it. He's going to come back to me soon, so everything will be just fine. But I'm going to have to do something about him wanting to cheat on me every now and then, though. She must have enticed him into marrying her somehow. I can't believe she'd go that far. It's not normal. She must be crazy. I'm going to have to sue her for this and try to get some compensation money for what she's putting me through. I'll draw a line in the sand and let her know not to cross it again. Thanks for telling me this. I really appreciate it. Thank Grant for me too, okay?
Okay, but I asked you to hear me out until the end, didn't I?
Huh? Is there more?
Yeah, there's more. There's something I really need you to be aware of, as in self-aware.
Self-aware? What do I need to be aware of about myself?
Well, Seth told me pretty clearly, so I guess I should tell you.
Tell me what?
Well, yesterday was Seth's wedding.
Huh?
You keep saying he's cheating on you, but if he was cheating on you with this woman, I don't think he'd marry her. Do you?
I guess he had a secret wedding with just the two of them. That's possible, right? I told you I had no idea what he was doing.
We asked about that too. Both the bride and groom's parents were there, along with relatives and friends on both sides. There were 200 people at the wedding and reception. There were even people from your office there. It wasn't a secret wedding.
What? But I had no idea. Wait, unless, are you saying I'm his mistress?
Well, not really. You're definitely not his mistress.
Huh?
Sorry, I'll say it a little more clearly. The whole thing about you and Seth dating, it's all in your head.
Huh? What do you mean it's all in my head? Didn't I just prove we were dating with all the things I told you?
No, what happened was you got a job working in the same company as Seth, and the fact that you lived near him, that's only because you tracked him down and found out where he lived, and then you moved there to be close to him. And because you live near him, of course you'd use the same subway station. You're going to the same destination. And the fact that you work at the same company is the only reason you see him often during the day. None of that proves that you two are dating or in a relationship. Honestly, it sounds more like proof that you're stalking him than it does of you dating him.
Stalking him?
How dare you call me a stalker? Well, according to Seth, he's only talked to you at work, and it was always about work.
Well, that's because we're both working. If we get caught talking about things that weren't work-related, the boss would be angry.
Well, on top of that, when you're both done for the day and you're on the way to the subway station, Seth said he sees you following behind him about 20 feet or so, smiling with a strange look on your face. He said it makes him feel really uncomfortable and he gets creeped out. Sometimes he even stays late at the office on purpose, just so he doesn't leave at the same time as you.
He said I creep him out?
It isn't that you two are going home together. It's just that you're following him as he goes home.
No, it's not!
You know what? There's a rumor going around on the departments on your floor that you're a stalker too.
Huh?
That's why he made sure to tell everyone he invited from work to make sure you didn't find out.
What?
You've got to get yourself together or you're going to get into serious trouble soon.
I can't believe all this. Whatever, I'll meet him face to face and talk about this.
Face to face?
I just arrived at Charleston Airport.
What? What are you talking about?
It's pretty obvious, isn't it? When you messaged me in the afternoon that Seth was cheating on me, I rushed to the airport and took the first flight to Charleston.
Hold on, Ellen. That's exactly what I'm talking about with you.
So where are you right now? You're near the airport, right?
It doesn't matter where I am. Seth isn't here.
I know that's not true. You're telling me all this information about Seth. You wouldn't have gotten it via text. You met with him. You had to have been showing him what I was saying, because you had an answer for everything I said. I knew Seth was with you. That's the only way you could have had all the answers.
What do you plan on doing?
On my way to the airport, I picked up divorce papers and marriage papers from City Hall. I'm going to make him fill them all out, and then I'm going to take them to City Hall myself. I'm going to make him divorce her and marry me right now. I need you and Grant to be witnesses for the paperwork, okay?
Well, you're right. Grant and I met with Seth and his wife.
I knew it.
But they've already left.
Huh? They left?
Yeah, Seth and his wife. They came here for the wedding yesterday. Today they're leaving for their honeymoon.
Honeymoon? Then just tell me what hotel they're staying at. Hurry up. Tell me. I'm going to head over there right now. I'll catch them before they leave.
Well, it looks like you just missed them.
What do you mean I just missed them?
About the time you messaged me and said you arrived at the airport, Seth messaged Grant and said that they just boarded their plane.
What?
And when we met up with them, we didn't meet at the airport.
Huh? But you said you were in Charleston.
Yeah, well, Charleston is the name of the city, not just the airport.
Well, then tell me where you are and I'll meet up with you.
Sorry, I told you we're nowhere near the airport. Today was our last day in Charleston. We plan on doing some sightseeing on our way home, so we've already left the city. We're not flying home, we rented a car.
Wait, hold on. I don't have a place to stay for the night.
Really?
I planned on kicking out Seth's fake wife and spending the night with him.
His fake wife. Well, anyway, there's nothing I can do to help. I'm sure there's a vacant hotel somewhere. Or call your parents for help.
I can't call my parents about this. The whole situation is too embarrassing.
And I think I'm going to end our friendship now, too.
What? Why?
Honestly, you're starting to scare me. I don't want to associate with you anymore. I mean, what if you had done this with Grant instead of with Seth? It scares me. And on top of that, I had no idea what was going on before, but now I don't think I could forgive myself if I continued being friends with you. I don't want to be associated with a stalker. So this is the last time I'm going to speak to you. I'm sorry. Bye.
Hold on! I was upset and left the house in a rush. I didn't bring any money. I used everything I had to get the plane ticket. The only credit card I have with me is already maxed out. My other cards are back in my house. Caitlin?
Ellen had to get her parents to come and get her. Because of all this, even her parents heard about how she had been stalking Seth. She even got into some trouble at work with HR and got a serious warning about it. But she refused to admit that what she was doing was wrong. She ignored everything everyone said. However, word of this most recent incident quickly spread around the office. Between Ellen's parents insisting that she quit working there and the cold shoulders she got from everyone at the office, Ellen did eventually decide to quit. She moved back in with her parents. Seth decided to accept a position at his father-in-law's company because of the great prospects it would give him. Seth left his current job, making sure to tell everyone not to let Ellen know what he was doing. With the training and experience he'll get from his new position, Seth will be able to manage one of the company's overseas branches in the near future. When he gets the overseas position, not only will it be a great opportunity for him, but it will remove any chance of Ellen being able to stalk him again. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please press the like button. See you next time.